Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our adventure through the SkyBlock server, supported by, created by, belonging to Vintage Beef. If you want to join, it is free. It is vintagesky.gg, and we are going to try to get something done today. I feel like every time I do a video, all we do is talk. I attempted to clean up these vines, and I did so by using shears and like taking it up to a certain length, and then I right clicked the shears on the vine, and I went around and I spent quite a bit of time doing that for all these trees so that it would look pretty, so we'd have some vines but not crazy vines. And yeah, it didn't work. Come to find out that only works for glowberries, so wow, that was a waste of time. Well, it wasn't a complete waste of time. We did harvest some vines that way, but oh wait, I forgot to show you. I do believe I said in the last episode, and if I make a reference to the last episode that is not correct, it's because I did another episode after that, and I recorded for about 25 minutes, and at some point, well, I did a full recording, I thought, and at some point my headset said, "Yeah, we're finished for the day." And so I didn't get the whole recording, the whole audio. So I scrapped it. It wasn't that great anyway. But anyway, uh I had made the comment that I was not ready to expand the island again because if I had to platform anymore, I think I would just, go insane. Well, madness has overtaken me. I have expanded again. So this is another expansion on the size. You can see it's still the grass is still spreading. Um, I spent so much money on blocks. I had about 2.6 million, and by the time I bought blocks and did what I needed to do with making the platform and then putting the dirt down, it took me down to like 1.3 million, but I'm already back up to 2.9. So I make a lot of money just hitting the lucky block, which is what we are about to do. I am going to do a little bit of talky talk for just a minute, but I'm going to try to keep it short because I just feel like all I do is just get on here and talk and I don't get anything accomplished. And then when I do stuff offline, I feel like I'm missing out on content that I should be recording and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm not going to read all these, but you can see 100,000, 10,000, 50,000. Yeah, upgrading the lucky block was a pretty smart thing to do. And we could do it again as soon as I can afford it. Okay, yeah, there's 100,000, there's 25,000, yeah. So now, in that short time, now we're up to 3.2 million. So, and compared to other people on the server, I'm poor. There's people on this server talking about, I'll pay 10 mil for blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, 10 million? Are you serious? Okay. So, I don't think I have any vote keys. Oh, I do. I have one. We can do that as well. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the deal, Lucille. I made myself a board. Barns, crops, storage, house, landscape, multiple block generator, agro mob farms, passive mob farms, fishing stuff, mud clay farm, dripstone farm, lava farm, villagers, question mark, composter, smelter, investigate dragon, warp tutorial, and minions. Okay. And that should say minions slash servants because there's two different things apparently. The ones that you see with the lines, those are complete. And why didn't I just break the line? Well, first of all, when you make a list, it feels good to be able to check something off the list. And it's nice to see, okay, I did complete something. So you feel like you're making progress. And the glow ink for each one of these is $3,000. So I'm not just going to toss it. So anyway, then on this side, these are, if you are looking for content, maybe you don't have enough to do. Maybe you don't have enough stuff to watch. Maybe you're sick of everything you've been watching and you want something else. Here are some things to plug into your YouTube and do a search. I'm not going to, in my last video that got scrapped, I went through huge explanations on all this stuff because I love these people so much, all of them. I'm not doing that because it'll take up the whole video. Hermitcraft, Mindcrack, Imp and Skiz podcast, and then there's another channel just called Imp and Skiz, Misadventures, Past Life, RP Gaming, Fwip, Pixel Riffs, Neebs Gaming. That's an adult content channel, by the way. That is not for children. It's adult jokes, it's adult language. It is not for children. Cancelone, Critical Role, The Ellen Show, Pod Save America, and Pod Save the World. This is the only time I'm going to make reference to my political beliefs because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to promote politics. I'm not here to discuss government. If you know anything about this channel, then you know I'm a Democrat. I'm in the United States. I'm a Democrat on the card. And in most things I agree with them, not everything. Some things I agree with the Republicans, some things I agree with the Democrats, some things I agree with the Independents. To me, it's not a matter of the party, it's more a matter of the issue. Do you support this? Yes or no? Do you support that? Yes or no? To me, it shouldn't be a Republican or Democrat thing. It should be, do we want to feed our kids? Yes or no? Do we want people to have health care? Yes or no? To me, it shouldn't be a political thing. It should be a responsible thing. It should be a morality thing. It should be, anyway. So just because I'm a registered Democrat doesn't mean I absolutely agree 100% with everything the Democrats do and say, because that would not be true. They are just as flawed as anyone else. So anyway, that's the one and only political conversation you're going to get from me, because that's not why we're here. So here's my lava farm. It's not very big, but I come down here and I grab a bucket and I throw one in every so often, and it fuels my smelter. A bucket of lava will smelt 100 items. So this double chest, if I don't check, and after it uses the lava, the empty bucket will go down here in this chest. So if I don't check this, and I have, it's almost empty. I've been putting on my netherrack. I had a double chest of netherrack in there, plus some stone, plus, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, even if I don't check this for days and days and days, and I'm constantly smelting, I'm still not going to have to worry about fuel. And I do this in the vanilla world too, because you can always just go to the nether and just scoop, 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 all you want. Or you can make a lava farm and you don't have to go to the nether and scoop, scoop, scoop all the time. But anyway, for those of you who are not familiar with this, this is a design. I don't know who created it. I don't know who was the original person to make it or show it or whatever. About a bazillion years ago, I was watching Good Times with Scar, who, especially at that time, was definitely not known for redstone. If you don't know who he is, he's on the Hermitcraft server, and he is an amazing builder. And he is amazing at landscape and terrain. He's outstanding. It's art for him. And he's hilarious, and he's a goofball, and he's a lot of fun to watch. Anyway, I just heard beeping. I really hope that's not my headset giving out again. Hang on a second. My headset was plugged in all night. Okay, we're going to keep going. So anyway, what you do is, this is your input chest. And whatever you want to smelt, you put in there. It doesn't matter whether it's food, rock, ores, whatever, because this is a furnace, not a blast furnace or anything, or a smoker. And you can set this up the same way with a blast furnace or a smoker or whatever. And then you have the hopper that connects the input chest to the furnace, so that it goes from there and it goes into the top. Okay. Then this is your fuel, and whether it's sticks or leaf litter or coal or charcoal or lava, whatever you use, blaze rods, whatever you use for smelting, goes in there. The hopper connects to the side of the furnace, and that feeds the fuel. And then you have your output, and the hopper is connected to that chest. So it's extremely simple. I am not a redstone person, and when I saw Scar build his, I have, it's easily been 10 years ago. Easily. And then some probably. Hang on, I got a cough. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so that's how that's done. And then this is my composter. Same concept. You put your stuff in here, whether it's wheat seeds, beetroot seeds, whatever. And then I have two hoppers, only because you make it faster. You could do this as a single also. And then the composter, hoppers, and then the output. So you put your stuff up there, it feeds it into the composters, and then it puts it in the output for you. My lava farm, my dripstone farm, this is very slow, and obviously I didn't make it very big, but I can come through here and just mine it once in a while and get a little bit, and eventually it'll build up. And then I can buy what I need to fill in. And then this is our multi-block ore generator. These are all chests, double chests, and they have ore hoppers attached to them on the other end, built up around them. And then we have water and lava up top. And it's very easy to find the design. All I did was Google simple cobblestone generator or multi-block or something. Anyway, there's loads of videos that come up with that. So anyway, and I'm working on, I finished up top, so now I'm working on expanding down here. Let's go ahead and put this in. Yeah, I'm getting netherite blocks now, and it really boosts the island value. Again, I'm not real concerned with the island value. It does contribute to the community goals, therefore it's worth it. But it's not. I'm not in competition. I'm not worried about a leaderboard, any leaderboard for any reason. But if it helps the community goals, that's great. Okay. So I have an idea. I watched Vintage Beef. I watched his last video he posted from the SkyBlock server. And yes, he does play here. There's times he comes here just to hang out and fish. I forgot to do the vote chest. Anyway, he showed something that I was quite appreciative of, and that was the villagers. We have a villager spawner, and I wasn't sure what the point was, whether you could use it to set up a villager trading hall or whatever. Well, no, you can't. But apparently, if you kill them, they drop lily pads. And apparently lily pads are important. I'm saving the iron for right now, and you'll find out why later. Apparently lily pads are important for Grief. I didn't realize I had so much crap in there. Okay. First of all, let's do condense. And so, the redstone and the lapis. This is my process. There's probably easier ways to do this. Okay. Stop it. Okay. So, I'm not going to mess with this right now. These little scraps will just go. Actually, the scraps go in the other chest. Oh, good Lord, that's full. Okay, well, okay. I'm not messing with all this on camera right now. We don't have time. Alright, let's just go throw this in here. So our smelter is still going. Okay. Villagers. You kill villagers, you get lily pads. Lily pads are used for a recipe, a custom recipe for the fishing plugin, and apparently they're important. The cool thing that I noticed, though, was that he built a little house that looked like it came from a village, from like just a regular vanilla world, like a game-generated village. He made a little bitty villager house, and he put his spawner so that the villagers pop up outside so it looks like they're walking around their house, which I thought was super smart, super clever, and it's super cool and fun. I was I know it's not rocket science, it's not a huge like breakthrough or anything, but it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, and it just checked all the boxes, and it made me smile. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is so clever. Beef is a pretty smart fella. If you follow him and you watch him, and you've seen the way he edits some of his stuff and the different things he's a pretty smart cookie, and he's one of those people that he just seems like a regular guy, and then all of a sudden he'll just drop something on you, and you're just like, oh, where did that come from? Not that I'm not saying that he's not clever all the time. I'm just saying that, you just kind of have this cadence, and you're just rolling along, and everything's cool, and you're just chatting or whatever, and then all of a sudden, boom, and you're just mind blown. Anyway, he's super smart. Um, so I picked up all the spawners. We have slime, villager, just one of those, but that's all we need. Squid, spider, enderman, piglin, skeleton, pig, sheep, cow, rabbit, and more skeleton. Okay, so we have plenty of spawners, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm so excited. Okay, and my dog just looked at me like, "What? Why are we clapping? Why are we clapping?" Okay, so I need to clean that up too, but I'm still getting bamboo. Um, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking over here in this corner, I should have. Okay, I should have brought cobblestone with me. I'll just buy some. Okay, so over here, I'm thinking. And we're going to build this inside out. And for those of you who don't understand what I mean by that, I will explain. And for those of you who do understand what I mean by that, I'm still going to explain. So, what I mean by inside out. I used to play Sims a lot. as in The Sims. One, two, three, four, right. Now, I didn't get into 4 too much. I have barely played it at all. Um, 3, I've played quite a bit. 2, I've played loads. I love 2. Anyway, a lot of times when you're starting out, if you're not cheating and stuff, you don't have a lot of money. So, what I would do is I would build inside out. I would put down my bed and my mirror and my easel, the basic things that I absolutely had to have, and then I would build walls around it as tight as I could without glitching out my sim. And then I'd come over here for the kitchen, and I'd put my counter and my sink and my stove and my refrigerator and my little bitty table with a chair, whatever I had, my minimal requirements, and then I'd put my walls in. And then I'd come over with the bathroom, and I'd squeeze the toilet and the shower and the mirror or whatever, just toilet and shower for starting, and I'd squeeze that in there as little as possible. So I would put the furnishings in first and build the walls around it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build inside out. We're going to do the interior first, then we'll build the building around it. And uh, we're going to do that for 2 reasons. One, even though I do it a lot, and so I'm not saying, oh, all these people are weird for doing it. I do it too. It's a common thing, especially for Minecraft. But if you look at your house in real life, chances are there's paint on your walls on the inside, or wallpaper, or shiplap, or something. Chances are it's not the same material that's on the outside of your house. Pretty good chance that that's the case. Unless you live in a log cabin, and there's still a chance that's not the case. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the inside, then we're going to put the outside on it. And the inside walls are not going to be the outside walls. Anyway, so this is going to be a church, right? And then over here, let's bring it out. And I'm not counting, obviously. So we're just planning. Oh, that's probably big enough. Of course, I did that right on my line of torches. I have to fill these in because they'll bug me. Okay, so this will be the cemetery, right? Now, here's the cool part. Let's say we have a grave right here, right? You know what's going to be right here? Skelly spotter. Let's go get it. I can always pick it up later. Didn't we see another one? Yes. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah. Oh, tutti frutti patootie. Erg. Gimmit. Dug out from under my feet, and then I landed on the lower slab. I couldn't get out of the hole. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so how cool is that going to be? And we'll just put one spawner there. And then we'll have another grave somewhere, and we'll put a spawner there. And then maybe have a little, it's called a mausoleum. Is that what it's called? You know, the building, the little building. We'll put one of those and put a spawner there. And we'll just scatter them out just for looks, for coolsies. For coolsies. Anyway, and then we'll have our little church over here. And we could put a villager, like, behind a podium so it looks like he's giving a sermon or something, you know. And then if we need lily pads, we'll just go murder him right, right behind the altar at the church. You know, nothing bad or dark about that. But anyway, I just thought that would be cool. I just thought that would be cool. So I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't decided yet what kind of style I want for the church. But like I said, we're going to build it inside out. So it will probably come to me as we go. I'm not one of these build it first in creative and then copy it over in survival kind of people. Because once I build something in creative, then that itch has been scratched. I don't have the desire to build it again. I did that already, so let's go to something else. So it doesn't do me any good pre-plan and creative unless I'm trying to do like a glass dome or something, you know, some kind of geometric pattern or whatever that I need to plan out. Okay, now the other thing is I'm thinking, wow, that church over there. See, I love that it takes me a minute to jump and run over here. It was so worth the other expansion. Okay, so I want to keep it close to, relatively close to, the pond. So I'm thinking we put animals. Okay, so maybe we put our first barn in this area. Again, not counting. But let's give it some space. My headset beeped earlier. I really hope. Hang on, I gotta check again. Well, the green light is on. I hope it's still on. If not, I'm gonna be very aggravated because these should be fully charged. Alright. Yes, it's a wireless headset. My son bought me my first real headset several years ago. And it had wires. But after so long, like a year or more, then the wires started getting frayed, and they started shocking me because the thing had broken. You know, the covering over the actual wire had cracked, and it was shocking me. My neck. Every once in a while, I just get a little like, ow, that hurt. So, but I didn't have the money to replace them, so I just kept doing it. And when he found out, he just wanted to strangle me, and he bought me a new pair, and they also had a wire. And then the same thing happened. And then the following year, one of us, I can't remember which one of us bought it. I think it was him. I'm almost positive. 99.9% sure he bought me my first wireless headset. Oh my gosh, I was in heaven. Because I could wear them all over the house and just keep doing what I was doing and not have to worry about it. I could talk to my sister and just, go in the kitchen and do dishes and, and I could still hear and she could hear me. But anyway, so yeah, it's a wireless headset. I'm spoiled. I won't have anything else. Okay, so let's do barn here. And then we can do what I was kind of thinking was that we make a river. Have a river come off of this, not in a straight line. We're planning, we're throwing ideas around. So basically, have a river come this way from the pond or to the pond, however you want to look at it. It'll probably have to be built up. And all of this is not staying flat, by the way. Terraforming and stuff will happen as we are building up the island. I'm so excited because this is what I've been wanting to do all along. I feel like all I've been doing is grinding resources and grinding resources and grinding resources. Finally getting to do something with it. Okay, anyway, so I'm thinking we have a waterway, a river, or whatever, come through this area, and then like we can funnel the water into here so that the animals, like there would be like a central water trough or whatever for all the animals, right? Maybe with trapdoors on the side or whatever, and have, cows and sheep and uh, horses and mules, and have the waterway come through here so that they can get a drink. And it's fresh water from, let's say our pond is spring fed. Let's say that. Let's throw some lore in there. How about that? Let's lore it up. Our pond is spring fed. Lore. Thank you. All right. You can save the applause. You can save the applause. I know. I'm a genius. Anyway, so we have a waterway come through here. It feeds. We route it through the barn so the animals can have fresh water to drink. And then maybe we make a little something something, not a big pond, but a little uh, watering hole over here. And this will be the little piglets. Make them a little mud wallow or whatever. Put the pigs over here. And it doesn't have to be a square barn, but it could be. But give them some kind of shelter. Give them a shelter over here. And with this, we'll do like some mud and some coarse dirt and some podzol and just to, give it a different look, right? Like it's being trampled and wallowed, and pigs are actually quite clean, believe it or not. I know the stereotype and the stigma is that pigs like to be dirty. Pigs are actually quite clean animals. But anyway, uh, so let them have their water source, but theirs would be big enough that they can actually get in it to cool off, and give them a shelter and some mud and stuff. And we can throw rabbits in there too. I would have to look. I'm not really sure. I think there's a special name for a place where you keep a whole bunch of rabbits. The word warren keeps coming to mind, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Um, but I'll have to look. I forgot we have rabbits too. But anyway, so horses and mules and cows and sheep, and we can do bunny rabbits. Oh, and we have to place the chickens. So we could have a couple of small things. How about that? How about, because we're going to want a chicken coop. So we're going to need a chicken coop, and they're going to need room to wander. Oh, you see the particle effects? I upgraded and I got that I got speed 2. I want haste so that when I mine my multi-block ore generator, it actually does something. Every once in a while I can get multiple blocks at once, but not very often. Okay, so the coop itself doesn't need to be very big. So let's say this is the size of the coop. And then we have a little chicken yard where they can peck for worms and eat chicken feed and stuff. And then the water, we can route the water. Actually, let's do a different route. We don't want the chickens, well, maybe we route the water off of here. Okay, so let's route the water off of here. And we'll just do a little bitty one like that, right? So this will be for the chickens. So we have cows, sheep, mules or donkeys, horses, pigs. Need a place for the rabbits. Maybe we put the rabbits. They're not going to need a huge area either. Because I'm pretty sure rabbits are just like kept in these little, well, not little, but in these kennels, like wire kennels. I'm not an expert on rabbits, by the way. If I'm wrong on any of that, it would not surprise me at all. Okay, so let's say this is for the rabbits, right? And so they can have their water come in right here off of this water, right? Right. I think that's all the animals, like farm animals. So yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get started building. I'm so tired of grinding resources. So tired. Alright. Some of this I will be doing off camera. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Some of this will not be recorded. Some of this will be show and tell. But only because when I'm planning something and I'm like, okay, do I want this blog? Do I want that blog? I could spend the whole episode just trying to make up my mind. So some of this will be done off camera. And you'll come back, and I don't intend, I'm not going to promise, I do not intend to finish any build start to finish off camera. That's not my intention. There have been times that's happened before in other series, but not very often. Not very often at all. I try very hard not to do that. But anyway, I'm way past time, and we are ready to start rocking and rolling. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank you so very much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. VintageSky.gg. If you want to join the server, it is free. You do not have to be a patron. It's free. Thank you again, and we will see you later.